Jordan Peterson is an apologetic who recently started really hating on feminism. As a 15-year veteran of psychology, he pronounces ideology like ideology. And he uses the word wrong too. He says he doesn't have an ideology, or at least he's not promoting one, despite the fact an ideology is an outlook without which you'd be in a coma. He confuses it with the term theology, which is a moral standard, which he also has one of those too. As a psychologist, he got his education at an academic facility where they cut grass with non-renewable resources. He considers himself a 15-year veteran of psychology because he is now an autocrat as a professor. Or by reading redundant text, he considers that adding to his IQ. His apothesis is that for every cause there's an effect, but he never talks about the causes, and he says the effects are always dangerous when it comes to a topic which he's discriminating against without even actually acknowledging what the topic is, or how it's taking place, or how things are unfolding, which makes no sense. Feminism is the activism of ensuring people recognize that women deserve equal regard and merit in social environments, not less than their male counterparts. It's not to suggest that women deserve more, or women should be elevated above. And the extremists who show up at the rallies, because bigots always show up at rallies, who are saying that women are victims or deserve to be treated like equals to the other women when they're facilitating womanizers, glorifying womanizers by catering to them, or enabling womanizers. Those aren't feminists. But he calls them feminists because as a psychologist, he actually has no competency to comprehend politics or anthropology or social environments. It's dreadful. MGTOWs are the cause of feminism. Feminism is not the cause of MGTOWs. Lazy, neglectful boyfriends and drug addicts and bigots and porn addicts and whoremongers and capitalist whoremongers and men that destroy the environment and men that neglect their wives aren't responding to feminists by being douchebags and just no longer get girlfriends. The guys that fucking chuck girls are the reason why feminists have a problem. Women are being sexually exploited by people that completely dismiss all reasonable expectations. That's where feminism's coming from. Feminism's coming from the spot where, in a social group, if the men raise the bar of expectations by respecting or regarding a woman, or acknowledging her, or catering to her, or treating her good in any way, shape, or form, the rest of the men get upset and disappointed, because when that bar goes up, now they have to treat women better, or they're regarded as assholes. So the bar has to remain as low as possible, or those assholes are going to have a harder time getting laid. That's what feminism is about. Stop treating those assholes like they're more important than other people because those other people are women. Having daughters doesn't mean you think men and women are equal. If you still would prefer, you could have more women sucking on your dick than just their mother. Or if you're incest. Or if you use porn to boost your libido. You know how many men completely don't respect their family at all? Abuse their wives? Having a daughter doesn't, by default, make you a feminist or make you believe that women are equal to men. Women get gagged with penises. And then those assholes act like there's not a problem. Like they don't understand how symbiotic sexual relationships work. Jordan Peterson's always saying, well, I think, and I feel, but he doesn't have an ideology. And, well, maybe people should do this, and people should considerably do this, and maybe things are like this, and oh, I don't know, but we could consider it like this. As a psychologist, he considers himself an expert on male-female relationships, but never actually uses real scenarios involving womanizers or drug addicts or lazy, neglectful boyfriends or criminals as references to what happened in a capitalist whoremongering society. Men sexually exploit women by rushing into relationships and going, oh, we never agreed upon anything. Feminism, which is apparently dangerous, is not when you lift up the whores and say they're equal to other women. It's not when you lift up the whores and say they're superior to men. It's when you say women in a social environment do not merit less respect than a male counterpart merely because the male counterparts have a social status quo that requires you treat them superior so that they can be inferior in a relationship. There you go, Jordan Peterson. To any douchebag that listens to this, smarten the fuck up. And if you don't, go have an aneurysm, die in a goddamn hole, and burn in hell. By the way, I bet you believe in God.